What's up, yo? It's Dennis the Business Sports. We're taking NFL. Click subscribe and the bell for notifications. Now we're talking Steelers, and then the Browns game fight, what came about, and the fines. Now, the NFL has issued about a total of 732, 422 US dollars in fines to about 33 different players who were involved in the Garrett Rudolph fight. The lowest being about 3,500 US dollars for about several different players entering the area field, and the highest being 250,000 for each of the teams. Now, I do have a full list of discipline and the players and how much they were fined. But before that, Steelers Marcus Pouncey, who punched and kicked Garrett in the heat of the moment, has been suspended for 2 games and was issued about 35,000 US dollars. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Rudolph got a 50,000 US dollar more than Garrett's 45,000 US dollar and change for misconduct right there. Now it looks like NFL isn't letting the Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph off the hook in the fallout from the fight. He was involved with the Browns player Myles Garrett. Now, a source tells me here that Rudolph has been hit with about 50,000 US dollars fine for his role in the brawl from last Thursday. Now, reportedly, other players will be and already have been fined, including some who left the bench at that time. Now, it doesn't sound like Rudolph will be suspended, though, based on the early report. Now, it appears he's getting knocked financially. And by the way, he signed a 4-year contract with the team last year for about 3.9 million US dollars. So this is like a slap on the wrist. So it's a very, very, very bad start. It's just interesting that these punishments are being handed down so late, considering the fact that Rudolph Garrett has been the talk of the pro sports for about a week now. At the first, people thought Rudolph would get through this just so clearly, but it just didn't happen. Now, funny enough, tons of people, including prominent members of the media, made note of Rudolph seemingly escalating things on the football field when he was aggressively taken down by Garrett on the last second play to end the game. Many have said he purposely put his clit on Garrett's groan and then went after him when he got his helmet taken off. Now, adding insult to the injury, Garrett came out just this past week to claim Rudolph hurled the racial slur at him, which prompted him to swing the helmet. Rudolph denied that, and the NFL also publicly said it found no evidence of any such slur in the investigation. It makes some wonder here if the league captured the public pressure and doled out this late punishment to make things look like they were a little more now that everyone's spoken their piece. Now, looking at the list right here, Cleveland Browns as a team has been fined about 250,000 US dollars, and also Steelers Pittsburgh 250,000 US dollars. Lou Tyson has been fined for entering the fighting area, 3,500 US dollars. Then Baron Mark as well, 35. We have Brooks James Tony entering the fighting area, and has been fined 3,500. Now, just to get it in a groupage here, we have Curry TJ, Dupree Bad, Ed Barnes, Terrell, Edmonds Terry, Velamat, Fitzpatrick Meeker, Foster Roman have all been fined for entering the fighting area for 3,500 US dollars. Now, Garrett Miles has an indefinite suspension right there, and fined for using a weapon, taking the helmet off, then UNR, whatever that means, and then fighting. Now, that is a 45,600 US dollars. Now, Hilton Mike, then Holton Johnny, John Steven, Kelly Cameron, Landry Javin, we have Lawrence Tavori, then Ogujobi Larry has been suspended for 1 game, but the rest there have been fined 3,500 US dollars. Then Ogujobi Larry suspended for 1 game. Then Pouncey Marcus suspended for 2 games. fined for 35,000 US dollars, and that was for fighting. Red Wine Shedrick entering the fighting area, fined for 3,500 US dollars. Then Rudolph Merson, 50,000 US dollars. Now the rest of Samuel Jalen, Smith Chris, Spellan Robert, Sutton Cameron, Thomas Chad, Watt Denzel, Washington James, Watt TJ, Williams Grady, Williams Vince, Wilson Mack, then have been fined for 3,500 US dollars, and the reason it's for entering the fighting area. This is Dennis the Business Sports. Do click subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'm yours truly, Dennis the Business, and I'm out.